I think one of the things that works and has not been implemented is a zero tolerance policy. You know, I know that
Thank
for case in point in Freeport, we had a gang recruiter recruiting gang members in the Freeport High School, and he was speaking in Spanish, doing a recruitment process with two of the candidates, or three of the candidates, and not realizing that one of the African American teachers was bilingual. And she understood everything that he was saying. She reported it, the school principal reports it to the superintendent, they cover it up, keep it to themselves. That's not good. You know, as the mayor, as the mayor in these incorporated villages, and there's 555 of them in the state of New York, the mayor is the police commissioner. I gotta know these things because I gotta root it out. And a lot of these kids can be turned around, but they need to know they're turning around for something that can sustain them. Because if they are being told that they can't come back and be educated, if they're being told that they can't get a job when they're out on the streets because of some of their history, then what are they to do? They gotta steal, they gotta eat, they gotta survive. If no one's going to give them an opportunity to turn it around. I had a young man knock on my vehicle window by the train station one day, and I'm in the front seat, the driver's driving me around. Now, this kind of like, why is this kid coming up to my window like this? And he looked kind of rough. But, you know, I'm the mayor. I got to let this window down and I got to deal with whatever it is. But he recognized me and says, Mayor, I made some bad decisions a few years ago. I got a bad record. I got a little girl now. Child support wants to lock me up because I can't help. Nobody in my family wants anything to do with me because I can't get a job. They don't think I'm trying, but no one out here will give me a shot. I want to turn my life around. What can I do? And I was able to help him with a friend, but you know how many kids are in his situation? There's so many. What is it? The supermarket. Fairway. God bless those folks, because they're helping young people like that. But there's so many. So when I came up with this idea, why can't we create entrepreneurships where we can train these young people to do things that don't require a lot? Because, you know, there are people that need their gutters repaired, replaced, that need odds and ends done around their home. They don't know anybody to do it. Today it's hard to find a kid to shovel snow.
Yeah, right.
But there are small businesses that we can create and create partnerships where we will be their partner until they can get on their own. And some of the requirements to gaining your own individual employment is by teaching someone else. And then they have to duplicate the same process. And this way we can take care of a lot of people. Because you don't have to have a background check if you're your own boss. We got to teach them to be their own bosses, because the system won't help them anymore. But zero tolerance policies help. We got to have those so kids know that if you do ... will happen. Not play with games with the system. You can't have double standards, and that's what's really hurting us. When kids know the rules are tough, when they're this small, they'll stick to the rules. But if they're able to do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, it's killing us. It starts when these kids are young. They're our kids. We've got to take it from there when they're young and work them up. But it's got to be zero tolerance. It saves a lot down the road. You know how we were told? If a tree is allowed to grow like this for 10 years, after those 10 years, you're not getting that tree up right again. It's going to stay like that. The same thing with this. How many times do you see a kid and you better straighten them out now. If you don't straighten them out now, a few years from now, you won't be able to. You see it all the time. It's real. But we can fix these things, but we're going to have to come together now and do some intervention because it's way beyond measure now. We got work to do.
Robin?